Attention, Washington Commanders fans. You won't believe what's coming right before our big showdown with the Giants. Just when we thought things were settling down, boom. Team made some roster moves that could shake everything up. What does this mean for our key matchup? Could this be what we need to lock in the win? And if you thought that was it, wrong. One of our wide receivers just made his NFL debut, and his performance was a serious ray of hope for the entire fan base. But is this young talent what we need to turn this season around? Don't miss this exclusive breakdown of what this player brings to the team. Trust me, this is going to have everyone talking in the coming days. But hold up, we can't wrap up without addressing something that's got more than a few fans worried. Our quarterback, yes, the living legend himself, isn't feeling too hot about the Commanders' branding. Could this frustration mess with the team's chemistry? Are we witnessing the start of some internal drama? You don't want to miss this bombshell news. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and smash that like button to stay on top of everything coming your way. Because this is just the beginning. And remember, hail to the Redskins. So what really went down in Luke McCaffrey's debut? Let me lay it out for you. Straight up. The kid delivered. No, he didn't put up insane numbers in his first game, but is that all that matters? I don't think so. McCaffrey hit the field, caught everything thrown his way, and showed a level of separation that a lot of people missed. That's right. Even though the stats don't jump off the page, he was exactly where he needed to be at the right time. Now, let me ask you, is it a solid debut with just 18 yards? Absolutely. Not all yards are created equal, and the 3 catches he made were key. What really caught my eye was that grab near the end zone. It was tough, it was physical, and it showed he's got that fighter's DNA we've been missing. But hold up. Why wasn't that 2-point conversion call challenged? In my opinion, the team should have taken that risk. That play could have shifted the momentum of the entire game. So, what's the deal with McCaffrey? Simple. The kid is this team's number 2 receiver. And yeah, I know some of you are thinking, but what about McLaurin? Where was he? Here's the deal. McLaurin is still our number 1. But sometimes, the game plan doesn't give him the opportunities he deserves. And can't just blame the quarterback for that. There were mistakes, strategy failures. Daniels, our rookie QB, played a solid game, but he made some errors too. Like that deep ball to McLaurin that should have been a touchdown. That's a mistake you just can't afford. Back to McCaffrey. Why am I excited about him? Because this kid has something special. You can't judge his future on one game. Stats don't always tell the whole story. What we saw was a rookie who looked comfortable on the field, reliable hands, and who knows how to get open. That's crucial. Some might say, well, it wasn't like Puka Nacua's 2023 debut. And I ask, are you really comparing McCaffrey to a one-season wonder? I'm telling you, have some patience. McCaffrey is going to grow, get better, and over time, he's going to be a key piece of this team. The fact that advanced metrics are already putting him in an elite group for separation ability says it all. He's positioning himself as one of our best options in the passing game. So don't get discouraged. Good times are coming, and McCaffrey is going to be a major part of it. All right, let's get straight to it, because there's a lot to unpack about these Washington Commanders. And we're not wasting any time. After an embarrassing 37-20 loss to the Buccaneers, I have to ask, are we really looking at a team that has what it takes to compete in this division? If we're being honest, that first game performance left a lot to be desired. And what's been on my mind is this. How are we still sorting out the kicker situation at the start of the season? Yeah, I said it. These problems are supposed to be handled in the preseason, not in week 2. Now here's the kicker. Pun intended. The team wasted no time cutting Cade York after he missed 2 field goals in that first game. And now they've brought in Austin Seibert. And I'll tell you this, Seibert's got experience, no doubt. He's bounced around 3 teams, and his record is nothing to scoff at. Out of 56 field goal attempts, he's nailed 45, and he's hit 56 of 62 extra points. But now I'm asking you all, is this really the guy we need to lock in those much-needed points? With a career-long 53-yarder, he's no rookie, but is he consistent enough to make a difference? Look, the Commanders got a glimpse of what Seibert could do in the preseason when he was with the Jets, where he knocked down a 52-yarder. So yeah, he's got the leg, but is that enough for a team that's been plagued with kicker issues for what feels like forever? That's what's bugging me. What do you all think? Because I'll tell you something. Switching kickers this late in the game is a sign that something bigger is off. Shouldn't we be talking about how to improve the offense or tighten up the defense instead of still searching for someone who can put up 3 points? It's like we're slapping a patch on a tire that's already flat. Now, let's be real here. Dan Quinn said, "We've got high standards." Well, coach, all due respect, if our standards are so high, why are we still fixing these issues now instead of in the preseason? Honestly, the Commanders look like a team still searching for answers when we should already be giving them. The way I see it, if we want to be competitive in this division, we need to stop with these last-minute fixes and focus on having a team that's cohesive and ready to compete from week 1. Look, I'm the first one who wants this to work. I want Seibert to be the guy who nails those critical points when we need them most. But let's be real, we can't put all the responsibility on the kicker's shoulders. So here's my question to you fans. Do you think this kicker change is going to solve our problems, or are we just putting a band-aid on a much bigger wound? I want to hear your thoughts. So drop your comments and let me know what you think. The season's just getting started, but if we keep heading down this path, we're going to be talking about the same problems week after week. All right, let's cut to the chase. Washington Commanders fans, today I've got something that's going to stir things up. What comes to mind when you hear the name Commanders? I know what some of you are thinking, and trust me, you're not alone. Mark Rypien, yeah, guy who led us to a Super Bowl, he's speaking his mind. He's not sold on the Commanders name. It just doesn't feel like home to him. And let's be real here. Is this new team branding really growing on you? Or are we still hanging on to the good old days? I think Rypien hit the nail on the head when he said he'll never be a Commander. He'll always be a Redskin. But now I gotta ask y'all, how do you really feel about this? Rypien was at a charity event on Monday, and he opened up about this change. He said that while he's still supporting the team, he can't shake the feeling of being a Redskin. And let me tell you this, can anyone blame him? The man wore that Redskins jersey with pride, won a Super Bowl, and now he feels disconnected from what the team stands for with this new name. Rypien even talked about the good old days at RFK, where memories were passed down from granddads to dads to grandkids. That's something the new stadium and new name just can't replace. But hey, does it make you any less of a fan to support the team under the Commanders name? I don't think so. But what are we giving up in the process? Here's something else we can't overlook. Even though Rypien's got his critiques, he's still all about the team. He said that, even though he never played for the Commanders, he's ready to back the squad and help them get back to being that winning team from his era. That got me thinking, is it possible to honor the past while moving forward into the future? I'll tell you this, we're walking a fine line here, and this conversation is far from over. But let's be real, does the name even matter if we ain't winning games? Because at the end of the day, what Rypien said and what we should all keep in mind is this. We need a team out there that wins week after week. That's consistent. That's what a lot of us want to see. So tell me this, how are we going to get that pride back if we're not dominating on the field? All right, Commander Nation, let's get straight to it. Should McCaffrey be our WR2 right now? I think he's got what it takes, but I want to know what you think. Is he the future of this team, or do we still need to keep looking? Don't stay quiet, drop your opinions below, and let's get the debate going. And speaking of changes, is this new kicker really going to fix our problems, or are we just covering up a bigger issue? The season's just getting started, but if we keep this up, we might be talking about the same mistakes every week. Tell me what you think. I'm ready to read your comment. Now let's tackle the hottest topic. What means more to you? The Redskins' tradition or the future of the Commanders? I know this debate isn't going away anytime soon, and that's why I want to hear from you. Should we hold on to the past or embrace what's coming? Sound off in the comments. This is going to get people talking. And before we wrap it up, if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. We're always talking about what others won't. I promise to always bring you the latest Commanders news first. Join this community, because it's not just a channel, it's family. Catch you in the comments. And remember, hail to the Redskins.